It's Wednesday, July 15th, 2015, and you're watching the AJP-Heart and Circulatory Physiology video table of contents, or from the editor's desk. Thanks for joining me again today for an overview of this issue. In this issue, we've published 2 review articles and 12 original research papers. Lots to digest, so let's get a sampling. Given the obesity epidemic in many Western cultures, understanding how inactivity contributes to cardiovascular disease is critically important. In an intriguing review by Michelle and co-workers, the neural underpinning of sympathoexcitation is explored in the setting of inactivity. This review provides an important overview of the changes that occur in central sympathoexcitatory areas, such as the RVLM, and their relationships to cardiovascular disease due to physical inactivity. Speaking of obesity, in a review by Lambert et al., the role of the sympathetic nervous system in human obesity is discussed, along with its influence on insulin resistance and the metabolic syndrome. A review of both pharmacological and device-based therapies is contained in this article. Lavi et al. Studied how collagen fibers in atrioventricular valve leaflets change their orientation in response to loads. Using second harmonic generation microscopy, histological examination of the microstructure of porcine valve leaflets was carried out with and without loading. Uniaxial loading was dependent on the arrangement of the fibers in their relaxed mode, which led the fibers to reorient in line with the load throughout the depth of the mitral leaflet, but only to reorient it in line with the load in deeper layers of the tricuspid leaflets. King et al. Investigated the role of exogenous relaxin on aortic function in aged wild-type and relaxin-null mice. These studies were carried out at both 4 and 16 months of age. Superoxide was significantly increased in the aorta of young knockout mice. eNOS was decreased in knockout mice. In the presence of indomethacin, sensitivity to acetylcholine was decreased in young relaxin knockout mice. This was normalized in the presence of SOD. Older mice showed similar changes. These data show a role for endogenous relaxin in reducing superoxide production and maintaining NO availability in the aorta, but also demonstrate that relaxin deficiency does not compromise vascular function in this artery or exacerbate endothelial dysfunction associated with aging. Thank you again for watching this edition of From the Editor's Desk. Before I sign off, I want to remind you that we have 2 calls for papers expiring on August 1st. These are Mechanisms of Diastolic Dysfunction and Cardiovascular Disease, and Arrhythmias, Electrophysiology, and Optical Mapping. 3 other calls are currently in progress. They are Cardiovascular Mitochondria and Redox Control in Health and Disease, Plasma Membrane Integrity in Cardiovascular Physiology and Pathophysiology, and our newest edition, Small Vessels, Big Problems, Novel Insights into Microvascular Mechanisms of Diseases. Please send us your best work associated with these calls. Finally, the July 15th table of contents is our first issue containing the new and noteworthy article synopsis, below the title and authors. We hope you find this 50-word or fewer summary useful. See you in 2 weeks.